Hello, I am Carmen. Today I want to draw with you the topic I own my voice. We will be using an algorithm which is called 3 layers of self, and it's a Neurographica asset. It's part of the neurosynthesis model. So let's do it. So first we write down words in 2 minutes to activate our brain connections to the topic. So the topic, I own my voice. And here I can read some of my words to you, which are connected with the topic for me. Pure, wisdom, expression, light, business, channel, hope for the world, joy, listen to and following my intuition, weightlessness, giving out, confidence, light, purpose, power, energy flow, guided, connected, sharing, clarity, wisdom, pure. So all of the words activated my topic now, and now I'm taking a thin pen and draw three circles which are inside of each other without thinking much. So they are representing my 3 layers of self. Hope you can see that. I don't want them too big at this stage because I want to adjust their sizes. So the inner circle represents my essence, which is the spirit saved in the body. Like the spirit is also saved in the body. It's not only in the body, obviously, but it's representing my spirit and my body both, which seems to be a contradiction, but this is the center. Then the second circle is representing my personality, my qualities, and also my set of values, my character and everything. And the outer one is how I present myself to the world. It's my persona. So this is the contact. The whole thing represents me, and then these 3 layers of self. And if I think of my topic, I own my voice. I feel that this outer layer, this persona, is quite big. And also the layer of my personality is quite strong. If I take both of them together, they are much bigger than my essence. And I don't like that. I want my essence to be strong. And so I want it bigger. I make it bigger. So at least I want it to be this big, because my essence is my engine. And then now I have my personality quite thin here, and I also want my personality to represent me and to be my creativity and my spontaneous being and my humor and everything. I want to have it while expressing myself, like owning my voice. And now I can feel that, yes, now I feel this suits well. Like my persona is quite big as well, because the whole circle is very big. It's in touch with the world. And now this is my persona. These are my qualities, my personality, and inside there is myself. Now I can take a bigger pen and make it more visible. I do as you see, I did the neurographing on the way already, so I made lines which are organic to make my brain aware of these boundaries, which I shifted according to my desired needs. I want my essence to be the engine of my voice, and my voice in the world, which is expressed through whatever I do, interactions, building my business, and also talking to myself even, because this is a big part of the voice, which is coming from the mind, telling us what we are, what we do, what we are supposed to do, what we are not supposed to do. But if we want to own that voice, we need to separate the voice from our mind and the voice which is connected to the higher layers, to the universal love and wisdom, to our intuition. So I'm talking about owning my voice in this sense. Connect to my intuition. So now I feel urgent need to do coloring, and I need yellow here in the middle, which I apply. I want my essence to be bright yellow. Yellow represents, for me often, exactly this connection to the universal love and wisdom. And I strongly feel I need that here, even before creating more lights. If you also feel that, and you can see what color you want your essence to be, please pick one color and apply it to your essence. The one which will be supporting your essence, for you to speak clearly and own your voice. So we'll do much more with the drawing, but for me, this needed to come at this stage. So I'll find some kind of center of my essence, which is the very center, is the very connection part with universal love and wisdom, which is also reflected in our bodies, and which is, in fact, in the body, the area of the heart. So, and from this point, I start drawing neurographic lines which don't repeat itself and which collect the energy. I'm drawing them from inside of this place carefully, and I'm leading them through my layers of self into the field. I hope you're also doing that. You can observe carefully what this does with you. Does it resonate with you? Do you feel resistance? Where do you feel that in your body? I feel at the moment that I have a little bit kind of holding my breath thing, and a little bit of like excitement in my heart, which is connected to doing something new. Like I even dare to draw about owning my voice, as if there would be some doubt in me. Is that allowed? Is that allowed? Do I allow that to myself? To own my voice? Isn't that dangerous? Isn't that scary? Might anybody see me? Like my plannings know if I want to build a business, of course, I need to make myself visible. But like inside of me, I feel still the old urge to hold back, hide, make myself safe, don't show anything to the world. Maybe there wouldn't anything to be seen. Maybe there's emptiness inside. Could there be emptiness inside? What would happen if the world would see me? while I'm talking about that, I suggest you make your own observations and maybe stop the video and feel into your heart, what does it tell you at the moment, and write it down maybe, because while I am talking, you might not be able to concentrate on your feelings. Yeah, and I can tell you, I also feel some kind of shaking in my head, like hands, like they are a little bit tingling, and it feels nervous and tense, yeah. But it also feels exciting if I look at it. Feels quite exciting. And what I see is, I want one more line down here. Because I felt one was missing. This is how it looks at the moment. So, hope you are excited with your own drawings. And keep on monitoring what it does with you while you are drawing. This is in fact what brings about the changes. We arrange new neurosystems in our own thinking connected to our topic. Because if we wouldn't like to rearrange them, there wouldn't be any need of drawing them. And if I feel the need of drawing on the topic I own my voice, then there might be some experience in me which fears I might not always own my voice. So now I started rounding my connections in order to let the energy flow. And I start from the middle and I go outside. And I'm also neurographing my lines more. And here I'm working on the connection. I make the connections nice and smooth. We don't want any edges, especially no sharp edges. We actually don't want any edges at all. So in this process is very slow and meditative, and this is a major part of where you get your results from. Take your time and work on the lines and on the connections carefully and slowly. And monitor your feelings. Has anything changed? Does anything change? What are you thinking in this moment? Write it down and take your time. You're basically coaching yourself here, and you want to bring about change And this does not need and cannot be done very fast. It's about diving into the process. It's about feeling our feelings at the moment. It's about perceiving what our body is saying at the moment. Like, my body is still excited, my heart is beating. Maybe a little bit questioning what is going on. And this is what we want. We want it to feel unused, and it can also feel uncomfortable, because if it would feel comfortable, it would mean that we are repeating things which we already know. But with these drawings we are doing, we want to create new impressions in our minds. We create them by drawing them, and they get more deep because I draw them and I see them at the same time with my eyes, and my whole body reacts. And if I have some kind of really uncomfortable things coming up, I can stop drawing and breathe deeply and carefully. And I can put my feet on the ground and feel the ground to give me support. Earth is always here to give support. We can connect to that. If our heart is kind of tense, we can also put our hands on our heart and give ourselves the confirmation that everything is fine. I'm doing some changes and still you're safe. It is okay. So this is basically what it is about. When you have some physical reactions, it can be in any part of your body, it can be tensions, it can be negative thoughts, it can be the urge of running away, thoughts about it takes ages, what am I doing here? This is good and normal. Just stay with it. And if you want to run away, you can also do that and come back to your work a little later when you feel ready for it. Can happen that you come to a point in this drawing where you feel like running away and actually need to go for a walk, maybe. Or do some dance, or go and do the dishes, whatever. I'm not a fan of forcing myself into things which don't feel comfortable, but if I am also a fan of finishing my things, so if I start them, I will come back to them as soon as possible, because of course I want my results. I want my voice clear for myself. I want my intuition to be to speak out of me more clearly at as many occasions as possible. So of course I will stick to my drawing and I will finish it, although it takes lots of time. I have just finished the Neurographica instructor course, and you don't believe how much time it took to finish up all the required drawings, which were quite exciting, which were all connected to quite important topics which I chose myself. So it's always some new imprints you create in your body and in your mind. So it also feels kind of uncomfortable at some stages of the drawings. And then luckily I feel compelled to continue what I started. Because it's also possible that your mind always tells you, this is a waste of time, don't do it. But if you listen to it, you might not get your development in the direction you want. Because the mind will always suggest you to stay in the same known territories. Mind doesn't want change, is afraid of change. It feels alarming, and it does everything right because it's kind of worried about our safety. It's always safest, in the mind's opinion, to do what is familiar, even if the familiar things are painful or don't lead to the desired results. So it needs to be quite carefully observed. Do I want to believe in what my mind is actually saying? So I can tell you that I feel more light at the moment. I feel energy already connecting. I feel less worried. As I am connecting the lines and all the layers of myself. And what about you? Are you monitoring your thoughts? Are you writing them down? Your feelings? Where is it in your body? What do you feel? Do you feel relief, tension, joy, impatience, frustration, restlessness, whatever? Can be everything which is connected to the topic with you. Fear, the urge to run away. So I see a web which is spreading from inside of me outside. Woohoo! Yoo-hoo-hoo! This is all coming from my essence, from my spirit, from my soul, which is also safe in the body, because all of my experiences, all of my thoughts, Everything I ever experienced since I am born is also saved in the body. So that's why it's in the middle, along with the spirit. So I feel like emphasizing on this direction. That's why I'm drawing these lines. Again, it feels just like I want to feel that energy flow from inside outside, and I'm giving this flooding outside. I want all of them. You can do it as it feels right for you. For me, it feels right to go over all of them again. Lead the energy outside. Very, very nice. As you can maybe hear in my voice, it feels like energy is, how to say? It's more than flowing. It's like the spring, which is putting it outside, like it's bubbling and flowing and doing like all this as if this is the spring and there are all the rivers flooding into all directions here. And it feels really nice. My feet start getting really warm. And my heart feels like full and flooding. I can feel it basically in my heart, what I'm drawing here. And I feel that this connection can be one. So wonderful. I own my voice. I love it. My voice matters. I want to own my voice and I want it to be heard. Because now doing that, I can feel, yes, there is something that wants to come into the world through me. And now, next layer is my personality, character, qualities. So, I can already feel that, yes, there are some, which honestly, I'm used to doubting. So that feels really great to see that there are some. So I want to draw my creativity, and therefore I use some blue here. Look, I'm now drawing like this, the second circle, my qualities, which will be nourishing my voice. So this blue one is representing creativity for me, which is essential for me to feel good. If I create, I am alive. So now you think about your qualities. And use a color for your qualities you want to bring. So I have this quality here, which is creativity, and now I feel I want to have some pink for joy. for joy and fun and maybe humor and lightness and laughing and bringing joy to other people's lives at certain moments. And I urgently feel I want to have some green as well, which is, by the way, please take care that if you use different colors for this layer of self, as I do, please make sure that you combine at least 2 segments to each other. This is one of the rules of Neurographica, which are very important if you use colors. At least 2 segments, because we want to create, like we want to shape an expression. We don't want to create separation, we want to create integration. So that's why this is so important. So now I'm in doubt. I want more green and I want more blue. And I guess I'll do both by applying another line here. I draw a new line here, which I'm about to, I will connect it in a minute. But now I want to finish up my energy flow with the colors. So the green colors, connection to nature, to earth, to to the ground, and it's also connected to creation, to creating for me, being creative. So they meet each other here, and they are also representing the element of wood and the energies of wind, which are important for me. So these colors fit quite nicely, and you'd pick the colors which feel supportive for your qualities, supporting you, owning your voice. So I'm connecting the line which I added and I can tell you I feel quite excited. Yes, I exhale deeply. I want my blue to be more, so the more lines we create, the more effects we have, so we can also go over our colors and we can go over our lines as long as it feels necessary. And I feel that this thing here, I want it to be a little bit more reddish as well. More passion, maybe even joy and passion. I want this to be more passionate, so I add some red on top here. And as I'm drawing, I can feel that more and more passion is coming up, and energy, and my hands are getting warm as well, and I feel my heart being warm and open, and I can feel I want more yellow here, which I apply. So I encourage you to check your colors at this moment. Are they suitable for you? The only thing you need to remember is always take 2 segments at least if you're coloring. And as you see, I colored here the whole essence in the same color. This is also great. So you could also have this as with 1 color. If you use different colors, at least 2 segments. So you see I have 3 here, I have 4 here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. So we want to create an integrated impression. Take our time, switch off the video for some time. It is taking a lot of time until the whole drawing is finished, so if you're not drawing, you can forward the video as well, as you know, most probably. So, what to do next? Yeah, before, like now, before I color the outer layer, the 3rd layer, which is the layer of my persona, like how I express myself in the world, how I act in this world, I want to draw some shapes which are representing actions in the world, connected to owning my voice. So, and I will start here. I feel I want to have something here. This might be what I'm doing right now. I'm learning how to create on YouTube, to make my experiences, my wisdom, whatever wants to come through me, like my wisdom is actually obviously the wisdom of the universal love and wisdom, but it is inside of me as well. So, and if I don't want to be alone with that, or bother my family with it alone, or my friends, then it's a great way to reach people who might be quite interested in what wants to come through me, especially. They might be at some different place at the world, and I can reach them via my new YouTube channel, for example. I feel that's my YouTube channel. And I feel this needs some connection here to the background, which I'm applying right away. And seeing this here looks quite appropriate. And my mind can maybe get used to that idea, because my mind always feels, or has, not always, but sometimes I hear my mind's objections saying, "What do you watch with a YouTube channel? That's not for you. You don't want to spend time in the virtual worlds. You want to be outside in the nature. You don't want to do that." But as I can see, it looks quite right to me. And I already know how I want to color that. And emphasize on it. So I will do that right away. I will take the color I feel right for it, and it is that one. And I want it all over, as I realize. Yo-ho! It feels good, it feels good, it feels good, it feels good. And light and right, and it feels joyful. As you can hear, I would like to sing. Yeah, energy is coming. My feet are tingling now. Sun is somewhere gone, so maybe. Because I'm using the fountain pens, I'm also using the pencils here. Because if I would use the highlighters, they spoil my lines, which I don't like. And I also like using the pencils. Sometimes I like using the highlighters more, but if I feel like using highlighters, and if I know that before I start my drawing, I'll use these kind of waterproof pens. So, okay, so now I have one shape representing my YouTube channel, in which I am channeling basically from my essence, using my qualities and meeting the outside world. Yeah. To support this dynamic, I'm add more purple here, meeting the outside world. Yes. So you find your own ways of doing it. You might have found one or two or many events already. You can place your events somewhere, like on the outside layer of yourself. Name them, find out what they stand for. Pick the colors which are suitable for you, and draw them. So beautiful. I also get support by the field outside here, and I also give to the field, because in this drawing the dynamic comes from inside, and the field and everything is inside and outside, obviously, because we are not separated. We are all connected with everything. So, scary thing, my YouTube channel is working well as I can see here, using my creativity. So now I feel inspired to have more events outside there, more shapes. So I will put one shape here, and I have no idea what it is about yet, but I see it starts from my passion. just draw it here and I make it neurograph it, like I make the organic lines around it to make it visible to my brain. Hoo-hoo! What does that mean? My passion. I feel it has something to do with my art. Me creating art and making this visible as well. Yeah, I'm passionate about art coming through me. If I'm not passionate, I'm not creating anything, but if I have some inspiration and which needs to be expressed, I do it best as I can at the moment. And here, this layer is contact with the outside world. This is what is to be done now that I'm 50 years old. I have this new urge inside to also share what I'm producing with the world and using the channels which are available. This is my brand new learning and experience. So, yes, I feel joyful expressing myself through creating. And I also feel joyful sharing all of this with you, which might be one of these next topics. Yeah, I guess I want it right now because I'm thinking about that now. And I even feel it's very big here. Sharing my passion for drawing Neurographica with you, with people, and providing tools for achieving your own desired next stages in the world. Like, where do you want to go? Do you want to work on your connection? What do you want to use your voice for? You wouldn't be sitting here and drawing. You want to own your voice if you wouldn't have to say something. So helping you all to connect with your voice, with other topics, finding your passions, finding your finding your ways of expressing yourself in the world. That is exciting here. And I see a color to that as well. I will need some orange for that. See, I'm connecting all the lines, like the circle made new intersections here, and the more intersections we have, the more chances our neural system has to develop new pathways. That's what we do with intersections. So don't be impatient with the intersections, which takes ages to round. Great if it does. because you're growing new pathways. Your life will literally not be the same as before because you have different neural connections, which you didn't have an hour ago when you started this drawing. So I'm proud of you to still keep drawing, and I am sure that you will have some fascinating results. So I want to encourage you to please take pictures of your results and also of your reflections and write them in the comments. I'm really looking forward to see your works. And yes, I promise you to get a better camera that you can even see more in detail what I'm doing. For the future. I'm sure you can see something today. And I'm excited about that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So now, my artworks. So you can work on any direction of that drawing, because your brain doesn't have a direction. You can do like how it feels right to you. For me, this art feels red, and actually it feels much bigger as well. So I might expand that as well. I want to expand my art, what I'm doing right now, so I make it bigger. Yes. So you can also do that. If you feel like your interactions with the outside world, your practical projects which you're drawing about, like me creating my art here, feel bigger, then you're most welcome to make arrangements. That's also one of the really great things here. It's no necessity to know everything from the beginning, because if you would, then you wouldn't be able to do something new. So you can surprise yourself and see what's happening there. My art. I feel, how to say, kind and gentle and surprised here. And this needs some tender color here, which is the light pink one again for me. Tenderness, vulnerability, feelings, joy, more light. As you can see, I feel like singing, and it is nice. So, expressing myself with art and showing it to the world. I will connect these with my YouTube channel. There's so many things I want to do at the same time. I need some pen, which is very thick now. Right away. This one is great. So I feel the urgent need to connect, draw a field line which starts one side of the page and it floods through the drawing. So I want it here. I want my art and my YouTube channel to be connected, very visible. That feels really good. It's like a river flowing here. I hope you have a big pen, a big marker. If you don't, please buy one. Because one of the steps of these drawings is always willingly inviting divine guidance, universal love and wisdom to flood through our drawings. And once we did that, we work on connecting these rivers nicely again so they can spread their energy nicely into all segments of the drawing. I feel calm, more calm, confident. I feel excited, positively excited, like joyfully excited. I feel guided. And I feel like I want to never stop doing that, because it feels so good to see this connection here. So all your topics will automatically bring up what is at the top layer for your development at the moment, because you connect to that. And if you pick this video and this topic, it will be of relevance to you as well at this moment. Otherwise, you wouldn't have picked it. You wouldn't even have found it if you wouldn't resonate with that at this moment. So I can see that I want some more connection lines here, which I apply. And here is also some need for a new line. Now I'm drawing with this pen, which is also fine. You might have your own preferences. So, and I can also see that something is like, yeah, some connection here. We always connect nicely to the field, balance our lines, and monitor what it does while we do that. If you feel energy coming, if you feel warmth, if you feel positive ideas, if you feel like jumping up and dancing, great. Great, great, great. Then you activated some new experiences. And if you don't at this moment, don't worry, because you can be 100% sure that something has changed. And it's also nice to give yourself and your brain some time for the results to catch up with you. You will probably notice something after a good night of sleep. It always depends on like how your topics, how difficult they are at the moment, how much they are connected to the upper layer of your psyche, which wants to solve something. So it is different for everyone, for every drawing and for every topic. Some topics are, and some drawings might be complicated algorithms, but they are really simple for you to draw because it's just the right thing. And some might be simple algorithms but feel very difficult. So be gentle. So this is sharing and drawing Neurographica with people. And while I'm drawing that, I see also events in which we all can meet in person. Some beautiful place in nature, maybe this is some nature connection. And yes, I have 2 places in mind already where this is going to happen. In close future, maybe. If I draw that, I will draw that quite nicely here in my persona to make it visible to myself. Draw with people in nature. Yeah, I will let you know where to come and when. I'll give it some energy here. And the orange energy for me is always connected with my guidance as well. Being guided. Be grateful for that. And I can, if I use that orange, I see I don't do that alone. And I might not even do it at all. I just might open up for guidance and guides and universe to act through me. And this is connected to the yellow color again. The source, the essence in here. Woohoo, yeah, and it also needs passion. I can see it here. So passion is obviously red for me here. I want some passion here. Obviously, I want some passion here. So, courses, any kind of courses, offline, online, people. More passion here, look at that. More passion in my persona. Great, I feel excited. I see some fire energy here. Yoo-hoo! And I feel the urge to also draw my field line here through my events and passion. And where will I lead it? It will come from here somewhere, that's clear, and it will go straight through this place here. And where will it go? It will go down into my essence, and then I lead it somewhere here. Here. It's definitely connected to the source, to my source, source, to the essence, to my essence, and it's coming out here. You can hear that? It's flowing, and it's it's coming from that direction. It's going here, and I need another pen because this pen is too dry for my needs. So I will take some orange and lead it to the background. All around that. Yes. I'm spreading my creativity here into the background as well, into the field. Just adding color where it feels right. Feels good. And it's surrounding all this purple energy. So for me, this light blue is like my creativity. And this is wisdom, quite surprisingly connected to my YouTube channel. So I can see now that this persona doesn't have a color by itself, which doesn't need to, but I can see that it's organically, like it's organically colored by the events which I drew here. I'm thinking of, do I want more events here? But my art drawing Neurographica was you and my YouTube channel. That's enough for me now. And I want to emphasize the whole shape of myself, like all of the layers, and draw a very big circle around all of them, like emphasize all of my qualities and all of my essence together. And it will be or it is forming the things which are happening in the outside world. and I make it really visible that this is me interacting with the world. Now something interesting happens, but now I feel that it's too big. It would have been better to do it here. But no, me interacting with the outside world is exactly what's this topic about. And this is why I make it visible here. I would like to stop at my creativity and maybe starting to do something, but really going out needs the visibility. And I always connect this whole shape now nicely with all my lines. Yeah, and I feel it's interesting that I thought it doesn't need a color by itself, but now I see it does. Like the layer of my persona does need a color. First I'm connecting it nicely to the background and also to the lines which go inside. And interesting thought comes to my mind at the moment. I'm thinking about my first teacher with whom I was working on all of my topics, which was also art, method of art. Like she is still using LOM. It's called lösungsorientiertes Malen in German. I had no idea what it's in English. And that I started that when my first son was in first grade. 15 years back. More than 15 years back, come on. And it was, at that time I always had the urge of I want to work in art therapy. And this lady said, but you can start working on your own issues first. And eventually it took me 15 years. And now I find myself ready to also work with people, although I don't want to work in art therapy because I want to help people looking into the future, creating their desired future. So it's more like coaching approach. We don't repair the past, we create our desired future. a strong tree grows slowly. So I guess the 15 years are well invested. Well invested. I gained lots of own experiences. And I know, which I also knew before, but now I know more than before, that art is my channel. Creating and also working with people. Very, very exciting and interesting thing for me. So finally, what did you be pink? Delicate. Pink is spreading. Quite surprising for me. And this is now the third layer, persona layer. I emphasize a little stronger here. Make it visible. And also this is here included, so I also make that a little bit more visible here. This is actually the layer of my persona, which feels new and a little bit uncomfortable to stress that much. Can I make myself seen so much? Is that allowed? Is that good for me? Help! I want to hide again. Hide, hide, hide. Cannot hide from yourself. Sometimes want to. Oh. So now I emphasize that and apply some color inside here. And bring the whole drawing now to the state where it looks complete and beautiful for me. So at this stage I work on my big shape, which is also called the fixing shape. It contains the solution. Making my persona multicolored, multi-emotioned, and most of all, scary of all, most of all and most scary, visible. Visible. And this is foundation of owning my voice. I add some dark blue, which feels quite comfortable. So I have some spiritual and deep parts over here. And I have a lot of emotional and vivid parts over there. Looking forward to see your drawings, so don't forget to take a picture and add them in the comments. So now I try to make the colors look more integrated. I apply some shading. The borders here. Make it a little bit more integrated. Green and red next to each other. I basically see the forest when I draw that here. Drawing in the nature. I see us drawing in the nature where I was while I'm coloring that again. So, and I want that really bright and shiny in the middle. My center, my essence. Get really bright and shiny here. Work on beautifying, integrating the colors and intensifying the effects. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. And now some shading here as well. And it feels close to the end already. So, yeah, deep inhales, exhales, some more shading here. That's what the nice thing about these colors, you can mix them nicely. Feel quite satisfied, and I feel that this artwork needs to be more visible, much more visible, and you apply one more layer after the other until it is enough. Creating art feels so nice and right and good. So take your time making it as beautiful as you like it, as it is most appealing to you. Like I just saw, I want to use some shading here as well. Nice, nice, nice. Feel satisfied. No, this is not the right one here. Cannot stop drawing. So great to draw with you. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And there's still one more thing we need to do before the drawing is finished. No, before the process is finished. So I hope that you are as satisfied with your drawing as I am. Your drawing will naturally look different from mine because you will have different circles, you will have different sizes of circles, you will have different colors, and you will also have a different style of drawing the neuro lines. And that's why it's so interesting to also see your drawings. So I invite you again to post them in the comments or to send them via email to me under drawyourselffree@gmail.com. And also, if you like to work with me in one-to-one, I offer these opportunities, and if you contact me under my email number, I will send you the necessary information. And now, to finish our drawing, we write down words again and check what our associations are at this moment after drawing. And then we compare like before and after. You can do that on the back of your drawing. So we take 2 minutes and write down associations on a topic. I own my voice. Start now. Yes. In my case, my words grew in intensity and the direction is much more clearer. I have strong, powerful, doubtless, satisfaction, fulfillment, yes, loving, loved, exciting, using my qualities, using my tools, living my purpose. Yes, I can do it. Wow, full time, going full time. I can do it. Yes, so hopefully your words are also filled with energy and satisfaction. And I wish you all the best exploring your new ownership of your own voice. And next week, I'm offering another session on I Own My Voice using 4 bodies algorithm of Neurographica. So if you want to explore that as well, I invite you. And if you in general are interested in more content like that, you're also invited to subscribe to my channel. You can also write an email to me, draw yourself free, and you get information of how you can work one-on-one with me on your special topics, and you get all my attention, and you'll get all my knowledge and all my energy for your topics. So enjoy owning your voice